Do not tremble, do not be afraid. Did I not proclaim my purposes for you long ago? You are my witnesses. Is there any other Elohim? No, there is no other rock, not one. Yahavah of heaven's armies is here among us. The Elohim of Israel is our fortress. No one is holy like Yahavah. There is no one besides you. There is no rock like our Elohim. He is the rock. His deeds are perfect. Everything he does is just and fair. He is a faithful Elohim who does no wrong. How just and upright he is. Yahavah is a shelter for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. But you are a tower of refuge to the poor, O Yahavah, a tower of refuge to the needy in distress. You are a refuge from the storm and a shelter from the heat. For the oppressive acts of ruthless people are like a storm beating against a wall. Yahavah is good, a strong refuge when trouble comes. He is close to those who trust in him. Yahavah rescues the righteous. He is their fortress in times of trouble. Yahavah helps them, rescuing them from the wicked. He saves them and they find shelter in him. Elohim is our refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. The name of Yahavah is a strong fortress. The righteous run to him and are safe. If you make Yahavah your refuge, if you make the Most High your shelter, no evil will conquer you. No plague will come near your home, for he will order his angels to protect you wherever you go. They will hold you up with their hands so you won't even hurt your foot on a stone. You will trample upon lions and cobras. You will crush fierce lions and serpents under your feet. Trust in Yahavah always, for Yahavah Elohim is the eternal rock. He humbles the proud and brings down the arrogant city. He brings it down to the dust. The eternal Elohim is your refuge, and his everlasting arms are under you. He drives out the enemy before you. He cries out, "Destroy them!" It is better to take refuge in Yahavah than to trust in people. Those who fear Yahavah are secure. He will be a refuge for their children. Taste and see that Yahavah is good. Oh, the joys of those who take refuge in him. Who is like me? Let him step forward and prove to you his power. Let him do as I have done since ancient times when I established a people and explained its future. For who is Elohim except Yahavah? Who but our Elohim is a solid rock? O my people, trust in him at all times. Pour out your heart to him, for Elohim is our refuge. As you watched, a rock was cut from a mountain, but not by human hands. It struck the feet of iron and clay, smashing them to bits. The whole statue was crushed into small pieces of iron, clay, bronze, silver, and gold. Then the wind blew them away without a trace, like chaff on a threshing floor. But the rock that knocked the statue down became a great mountain that covered the whole earth. During the reigns of those kings, the Elohim of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed or conquered. It will crush all these kingdoms into nothingness, and it will stand forever. That is the meaning of the rock cut from the mountain, though not by human hands, that crushed to pieces the statue of iron, bronze, clay, silver, and gold. The great Elohim was showing the king what will happen in the future. The dream is true, and its meaning is certain. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Yahavah says: "Look, I am placing a foundation stone in Jerusalem, a firm and tested stone. It is a precious cornerstone that is safe to build on. Whoever believes need never be shaken." The king proclaims Yahavah's decree. Yahavah said to me, "You are my son. Today I have become your father. Only ask, and I will give you the nations as your inheritance, the whole earth as your possession. You will break them with an iron rod and smash them like clay pots. Now then, you kings, act wisely. Be warned, you rulers of the earth. Serve Yahavah with reverent fear and rejoice with trembling. Submit to Elohim's royal son, or he will become angry, and you will be destroyed in the midst of all your activities, for his anger flares up in an instant. But what joy for all who take refuge in him. But Emmanuel deserves far more glory than Moses, just as a person who builds a house deserves more praise than the house itself. For every house has a builder, but the one who built everything is Elohim. Anyone who listens to my teaching and follows it is wise, like a person who builds a house on solid rock. Though the rain comes in torrents and the floodwaters rise and the winds beat against that house, it won't collapse because it is built on bedrock. Unless Yahavah builds a house, the work of the builders is wasted. Unless Yahavah protects a city, guarding it with sentries will do no good. Together we are his house, built on the foundation of the apostles and the prophets. And the cornerstone is the Messiah Emmanuel himself. There is salvation in no one else. Elohim has given no other name under heaven by which we must be saved. Though they stumble, they will never fall, for Yahavah holds them by the hand. But Yahavah will redeem those who serve him. No one who takes refuge in him will be condemned. For no one can lay any foundation other than the one we already have, Emmanuel the Messiah. But anyone who hears my teaching and doesn't obey it is foolish, like a person who builds a house on sand. When the rains and floods come and the winds beat against that house, it will collapse with a mighty crash. You boast, "We have struck a bargain to cheat death and have made a deal to dodge the grave. The coming destruction can never touch us, for we have built a strong refuge made of lies and deception." I will test you with the measuring line of justice and the plumb line of righteousness. Since your refuge is made of lies, a hailstorm will knock it down. Since it is made of deception, a flood will sweep it away. I will cancel the bargain you made to cheat death, and I will overturn your deal to dodge the grave. When the terrible enemy sweeps through, you will be trampled into the ground. The scarlet beast that was, but is no longer, is the 8th king. He is like the other 7, and he, too, is headed for destruction. The 10 horns of the beast are 10 kings who have not yet risen to power. They will be appointed to their kingdoms for one brief moment to reign with the beast. They will all agree to give him their power and authority. Together they will go to war against the Lamb, but the Lamb will defeat them because he is master of all masters and king of all kings. And his called and chosen and faithful ones will be with him. Since we are receiving a kingdom that is unshakable, let us be thankful and please Elohim by worshiping him with holy fear and awe. Yahavah rules over the floodwaters. Yahavah reigns as king forever. Tell all the nations, Yahavah reigns. The world stands firm and cannot be shaken. He will judge all peoples fairly.